Good morning, world. Hello, it is currently 6 in the morning here in Texas, and I am Tatiana, and the purpose of my channel is to be with you for every single thing that you don't want to do and I don't want to do. For me, that's getting up in the morning. And like the only reason I got up this morning, this time, so that someday one person is going to be like, I can't do this. And so my video is going to be here and just be that person who's like, hey, let's do it together. Because I don't really believe that we can really get through anything alone. I'm 23 years old. I have a full-time job at a college here in Texas. I'm going to be straightening my hair. I never get to do that. But today I am, because I want to start putting my best foot forward at work, as best as I can. I don't have a degree. I never went to college, as ironic as that sounds. School was never my thing. In high school, it was such a struggle. So I don't think I want to do college either. How did I get a job at a college if I don't have a degree? Some entry-level positions you can get with no experience needed, no degree needed. But in many jobs throughout America, in many corporations, businesses, you cannot move up unless you have a degree, and you will get passed up for promotions or moving up to a better paying position. You will lose it more than likely to a new employee who has no experience, but they have a degree because of the fact that they have a degree. And that situation is happening to my mom, and it stinks, because experience is so valuable, especially if you've been there for more than 10 years and you know what you're doing. But everybody values that degree nowadays. So I don't know, but I don't really feel like I was ever meant for a job per se, like a career. I don't think I was meant to. I think one day, right now I'm in the process of discovering more of who I am right now. Trying to just get myself in a position where I am fully ready to learn about who I am and who I was meant to be. And that's such a good place. And I'm getting there. But I think I'm going to be a speaker one day. So, it's just a matter of how to get there. Actually, I love what one person, a friend of mine, from my job, told me. He said, the intentions come first, the how comes later. And I loved that. And I was like, wow, that is so good. And I think that's so true, because, you gotta know why you're doing it. Like right now, one of the greatest struggles in my life is that I'm going through, it's not a struggle to go through the Dave Ramsey program, Financial Peace University, but it is a struggle to work to pay off your debt. So I bought a car last January of 2018. It was a 2017 brand new car. It was too much car for this one little girl. I didn't need it. So after I went through the program, I was like, oh, I'm ready to get rid of this debt. I should have sold it, I know, but I had already been in a wreck by the time I realized that. So I was like, you know what, forget it. And I want to go through this struggle of paying it off. I will be done this year. I have $9,903 more to go, by the way. If you hear some weird sounds in the background, that's my dog, Paco. Oh, you probably don't want to see that. Paco, chill. You're going to hurt yourself. Hi, doogies. Okay. My bad. You probably don't want to see that. But right now, that is what my greatest struggle is. I've got $9,903 to go. And that sounds like a lot, but I am putting away every dime in my paycheck. Like, I'm not even buying myself food. I am mooching off of my parents. I currently live with my parents, but I am currently mooching off of them. So whatever food they are throwing away, like they don't want to eat, it's not necessarily bad, but they're like, yeah, it's been in the fridge too long and we're not going to eat this. I eat it. I know that's a little crazy. I know I'm taking it to an extreme, but I want to put every single dime that I can to this car to pay it off. And I really want to continue to pay it off, because if I just went the easy route and sold it and bought a used car, I wouldn't really learn that lesson. I mean, I have learned my lesson, but I wouldn't have gone through this full-on journey like I am. And I really need this lesson. I really need to pay it off. I need to accomplish this one thing in life. It sucks because a lot of everybody who was my age, in high school, they're all graduating from college. They graduated last year or they're graduating this year, and it's hard to watch because it's like, I'm not doing anything with my life. These people are going to be able to have careers and homes in a little bit, and it won't matter if they buy brand new cars because they can afford it because they have careers. But I don't want that. I'm already starting with whatever job I go to. I'm already starting to feel like I don't want to be here. And the most annoying thing about myself is that I love to volunteer. And you could have me up till 4 in the morning wherever I am if I'm volunteering. That is the most fun. I am most alive and the most of who I am and the most of who I am supposed to be when I'm volunteering. But the moment it becomes a job and I get paid for it, it's like the truest form of Tatiana is gone and everything is a struggle. That's my greatest struggle. I want to be the best of who I am, and I want to give the best of who I am my job, but that's really hard. My focus it's not there. I think I had ADD at some point in high school, but I'm not going to take meds for it. I don't need medicine in my body. I don't need that. I don't want it. I want to work on things naturally, like speaking life into it. A really weird, cool thing that I heard about in a book called Being Happy. Be Happy, one of them. Is whatever you speak, that's what it will be. And that's a biblical principle too, but whatever you speak, that's what it's going to be. So if you're always saying, well, it's just my luck, or, just little things that people say, like, I'm destined to be late, I'm always going to be late, it is just how it is, well, then it will always stay that way. So, for an example, when I worked at Chick-fil-A, I hated working and being on my monthly time, my period, so because of the cramps. They weren't that bad, but I couldn't give the best of me and be suffering from that. So I wanted it to stop. So while I was at work, I started saying, I do not get cramps. I never get cramps. I don't even get that little annoying feeling at the beginning of, your period, beginning of your cycle. I just don't get cramps. And I started saying that every time that I was enduring my cycle, enduring my period. And I'd just say it over and over. I would whisper it, because they were customers, and I would just say it, or I would think it over and over and over and over again. So I did that for the first cycle. Bless you. I did that for the first cycle. Same thing. I did it for the second month. Same thing. I did it for the third month. Same thing. The fourth month, the cramps had lessened. And they were almost non-existent. And the cycle after that, I kept doing it. I kept doing it throughout, every time I felt it. Even if I did feel it, I would just say it to believe it. You're supposed to ingrain it into your mind. Whatever you believe, that's what's going to be. And so I kept saying it and saying it and saying it. And so by, I think it was the fourth or fifth cycle. No, it was the fifth. They were gone. I don't get cramps anymore. I never get cramps. It's the best thing in the world. I don't even get that little annoying feeling at the beginning. And it's all because it's what I said. I just said it, and I said it over and over until it became a reality. Whatever you say over and over, that's what's going to be. So if you say, I'm so stupid, I'm so dumb, I can't do this. Oh, I need to stop doing that then. But whatever you say, that's what it's going to be. So I encourage you, world, to whatever you want to exist. And I don't mean like I will win the lottery. I will win the lottery. However, I have started doing that at work. Every time we have raffles, every time we have just staff fun days, and and they give away prizes, I always say, I always win these things. I always win these things. I always win these things. I used to never win. I've started winning things at 2 events. 2 events in a row, I have won things, and I never used to win things. So I think it's working. So if that works, and I start winning those big prizes every time, I'm gonna start doing that for the lottery. Because I know that sounds stupid, and I know it sounds unrealistic. It worked with the cramps. You can't make cramps go away on your own. Well, I did. And just by speaking them away. So you can't tell me that it's not possible. And whatever you speak out into the universe, life or death, that's what it will be, especially if you say it enough. So if you're repeating negative, hurtful things about yourself or about somebody else, not only, especially comments, oh, I'm a hypocrite right now. Even if it's mean comments about other people, just comments in your head and you judge them just because you see what they're wearing, which I do a lot. But I'm working on it. I have a counselor. She's amazing. We're working on it together. We're just working on not allowing that spirit of criticism to come over me ever again. Because I don't want it to. It also made me very critical of myself. When you're critical on others, you become critical on yourself and very bitter, and you hold yourself to this higher standard. So guys, stop. When you see a girl and you think stank, you just think, you just look at her and you judge her. You do that to yourself without knowing, and you become very bitter inside, and it hurts and it feels like poison. So just instead choose to love that person in your head, because I don't want you to feel that yucky, gross gross feelings, those hurt, just annoying feelings. It just does put some poison in your heart, and I don't want y'all to have that, because that is an unhealthy place, and it only grows and manifests as you get older. Yeah. I know, doggy, but nobody's awake yet. He wants to get out of the room, but I can't quite let him out of the room. Oh yeah, I definitely can't, because he's gonna run to my parents' bedroom door. He'll start scratching at their door because he likes them better, and whining, and they get so mad, so I can't let him out. And then my grandmother is sleeping in my old bedroom across the hall. I'm sleeping in my little brother's bedroom at the moment. He is in the army. We're so proud. He is so brave. And so he's away. We haven't seen him in a year. So that's why I'm sleeping in his room. And my grandmother's sleeping in my old room. Thank goodness she has a hearing aid, so like I could be talking, I could be filming, I could be doing whatever, listening to music, and she won't wake up because her hearing aid is out. So, score one for me. I love that. It sucked because I tried doing a video last night. I did successfully do a video last night of me folding my laundry, like, so you could fold laundry with me, because you are the only reason I'm doing chores. I don't do chores. I've always hated work all my life, and so the only thing that can get me going is doing these videos. And I don't know where I was going with that. I always lose my train of thought when I'm on this thing. Meh. Well, my hair looks decently straight. I never straighten it. I never get up in the morning to straighten my hair. I'm going to go take a shower, but I'm going to wear a shower cap, because I had to straighten it first, though, because the shower cap doesn't cover everything, so it would have been wet in a few places, and then I wouldn't have been able to straighten my hair, because it would have been wet, and I would have been so scared about frying off some pieces. So, yeah. So I'm going to shower, and yeah, I'm thinking about ironing what I'm going to wear. I need to bring out all of my summer and spring clothes out of my storage unit, because all of my winter clothes are here, and it's Texas, and after a certain month in Texas, you have really cold in Texas all winter, what we call winter. You have really cold, and then maybe 1 or 2 a week of spring. It's so pretty, it's so nice, everybody's out, not occasional, with many showers and many thunderstorms, and you know, like Twister happens, the movie Twister happens in town, and then burning hell, heat, hot, just all the way until December, which is what happened this past year. It was hot all the way until December. Even November was in the 90s. I think it was really bad. I have never seen it that bad before, but yeah, Texas sucks because of our weather. That's the one thing. Otherwise, I love Texas. If you're still doing chores, or if you're still waking up, or if you're still doing your hair. I can't believe I did my hair that fast, probably because it's a little dirty. And you could probably see the grease in there. However, I'm going to use dry shampoo, because I don't wash my hair every day because it dries out so bad. I'm thinking about ironing my clothes. Should I iron my clothes? Would it be better to do more time? This video is already 20 minutes. I don't know what to do. Well, for now, I'll end the video. Thank you for your time. I hope you're able to get through whatever you're doing for your morning routine, and we're going to get through it together, because I hate all responsibility. It's not my thing. I used to be the most unmotivated person I ever knew, but now I'm ready to become more of who I was meant to be, and I hope I can help you along the way, whoever you are. Be more of who you want to be. Like, we can help each other. Like, we're accountability partners. And I'd say this is way easier than really having to call somebody. Yeah, this is way easier. Y'all have a wonderful, blessed morning. Bye.